the #1 safest badge grinding service on YouTube for NBA 2K22. All consoles, hit me up. This is OG Almighty. Can't get any safer than this. We here with the best lock build season 4. Now some people like big locks, some people like small locks, but right here you see we got the Kawhi 6'7" lock. Now this lockdown, yeah, it may be dressed up like Kawhi, so y'all may get the old school vibe from it, but no. If you look at the stats, you look at how this build plays, this build can still play as a guard, okay? And you have to understand you are a lockdown, so you not having that much offense is okay to deal with and work with. Why? Because you are a lockdown. You're already OP on defense, so you're going to be able to get the ball back, get some stops, get your takeover meter to fill up. Look how I just throw that dime right there. You're going to be able to do plays like this. We bringing it back. Y'all know he's one of the chosen 5, max wingspan, so he's just the problem. Like, people send me messages, you spam an X, you're trash. I don't spam X. I reach at the right time. These dudes was hurt. The center was hurt. He said I was spamming X. Like, no, sir, I'm with a random. I don't care how much y'all want to send me messages. I don't even be in the chat with half of my team. Of course, those things would change. They're going to change soon, of course. We just in phases right now, even in the real world, in real life. So it's important that people keep their vibes right. Keep your energy up high. Don't fall into negativity. Everybody's going through it. Nobody's safe from it. So work on making sure that you keep your mind steady, positive, no negative thoughts going in. Okay, it's gonna mess you up even if you play 2K, so it's just facts, you know, you can't deny it. All right, now let's get it back. We back on here. They had like 2 big builds, so this is just how I show y'all how the lock just takes over. Now being at 6'7" height, you're way faster. You can move around more. That's the differences when you want to say, why do I want to go with a bigger lock over a smaller lock? The bigger lock, you're going to be able to lock down centers. You're going to still be able to play guards as well, because on my 6'11", I do that. But on the 6'7", it's really more so for playing the guard as well, clamping up the guard, playing on ball defense on the guard, right? To maneuver in and out of the paint. Remember, you got to have that smaller size to move around better, more comfortably, getting smoother animations and less lag animations. You know what I mean? That's the whole point of the game. That's the whole point of sizes, different sizes. When you're bigger, there's going to be more little animations and things that you can get stuck into because of the less ball handle. So it's just certain things that you have to just tie into your mind very fast. Look at Kawhi, though. Oh, my Lord. Jump up. Give me the block. Catch it again. I'm trying to tell you, he's a bully in the paint. People talk about interiors, all about the block. It's all about the block. Always. With any lockdown builds, it's always about the block. And then the user timing. User timing. That is a thing. It exists, people. Because people think that, oh, blocks should just happen because you got Intimidator Hall of Fame. No, you have to time it too. So yes, your badges is like the bonus, the extras, like the cherry on top. That don't still mean somebody eating it with the cherry on top is going to think it tastes good. They can still think it's nasty. Even with all the extra on it. So it's the same thing with 2K. Even with all the extra badges you have in the paint, if somebody has a good block and they know how to block, they punching your shot. 9 times out of 10. You see how I just punched that big boy shot? Look how they trying to get into the paint. They trying to crawl into the paint, turn their back. He goes up with the little baby bucket. If 2K makes some type of mechanic to stop that, it's over with. It's over with. Because that's like people's little last bucket to when they get into the paint and they can't finish. Give me that. Look how I'm just interceptor on silver. We are running interceptor on silver now. You do not have to run it super high. The way how they changed the passing lanes, you might as well just go with it there. And we could spray too. A magician chosen 5 Kawhi. Always in his bag. Always. That's what I mean by, like, when I'm playing on this build, y'all, the pressure changes. Literally, because I could play defense. So if I do miss on offense, or let's say if I am making shots on offense, it's always still getting the defense scared. That's the main objective when you're playing 2K. So this is why when I even make builds, right? You see the shooting badge that we're running as well. Locking in that Hot Zone Hunter Silver on. I tell people the main best badges to run is Stop and Pop, Green Machine, Lucky number 7, Catch and Shoot, Blinders, Hot Zone Hunter, and Sniper, of course, okay? Those are the base badges. Any other badge you see is just an extra badge that I'm adding to the build to play in a certain playstyle. Like Rhythm Shooter, 1. That's 1. Okay, Difficult Shots is another that I'm adding to play in a different playstyle to shoot those fades, those turnarounds, those step backs in the paint area, in the mid-range area. Okay, Then I have Deadeye and Circus 3s. I also shoot Circus 3s on this build. I haven't really shown too much craziness of it yet, but it's coming. Alright, but Circus 3s can drop on this build as well. And Deadeye, right there, that Deadeye for when people do late contest, I can still hit those greens. Deadeye does pop up on this build. I do get Deadeye shots on this build. It's just one of those badges that you leave there, and when you're playing in the game and you know the skill, you know how the game plays out, you'll be good to go. I already made a video on Deadeye. Look at that green. Kawhi just too crazy. It's like, it's tougher than when I got limitless takeoff in the paint area too, so I can dunk. This build can dunk very well, and a high standing dunk too. Basically like a center. Like, look at the stats, people. Look how I'm moving. Snatch, look how I'm moving. Look how I'm moving. Oh my. Do y'all see how I'm using the turnarounds at the right time? The eye-roll basketball is coming. I told y'all bangers is coming. We about to upload. Next, people want to see KD in the rec. So if you are watching this right now, if you stay in tune, you're a loyal OG supporter. That KD in the rec. Bring y'all all the chosen 5 builds in the rec, man. Because I'm telling y'all, the balance is what people sleep on. Having that defense there is just like a safe thing. People know you're not just going to go crazy all out. Even when you're playing against good players, against comp, right? You're not just going to go crazy all out just shooting easily like you want to. You're going to have to make some different plays, right? Sometimes you may end up going back on defense, and that's just a mental thing in itself. Some people, when they go back on defense and they miss that first offensive shot, definitely if it's on the twos, that's when they get all, oh no, look at Kawhi with the IQ. Ooh. But back to what I was saying. That's when they be like, oh man, no, it's over with. And some people got those builds that can't play no D. Look how we finishing in the paint. Some of those builds got those builds that can't play no defense. They just rely on their offense. They may have a big there, right? They may run that lineup where they have the big there and then the other offensive player. Look at this. That shooting badge setup for the lock build. Best. I'm telling you, you got to run it balanced. You got to have it spread out so all the badges can add together and stack on top of each other. Trust me. Now, people, when they don't have that defense to their build, mentally, you got to understand this. They understand this mentally. So when they're starting to play now and they're starting to get into the game, and let's say they miss the shot, right, and they get back on defense, that already sends like a little spike to their mind, like a little shock to their mind, like, oh snap. Definitely if they start scoring a certain way and then they can't stop it. Let's say they start paint mashing, you don't really have anything to stop them in the paint, or he just starts hitting you with the tight handles left to right, left to right. This is why you have to make your defensive builds a certain way. You got to max the wingspan out to get the better pickpocket animations, steals, blocks, everything. You know what I mean? You have to make sure you're utilizing the right badges, because your badges always have the ability and opportunity to activate throughout the game. Okay? Now your stats, look at this. Right off the, like, man, he's... I'm telling y'all, she too good with the locks, man. It's a lot of people who can't just shoot those catch and shoots like that, who just passing them up, driving to the rack, man. We spraying them with OG Kawhi, chosen 5. Listen, let's take a look. And I'm going to start breaking down stats way more, because a lot of people think I don't maximize my builds right. You got to understand, this game is based off of placement. It's like chess. Like, let's say if you could go out with your own chess pieces, right? You can set your own chess pieces up a certain way. That's how this game is, okay? So that's how players need to look at it, instead of looking at another player's stats like, oh, I wouldn't use that here or there. It depends on looking at a player's play style first, and then looking at how they balanced all their stats. That's how you gotta really look at it. Now, when you look at this, I got a good balanced close shot. So you see me do a close shot in the paint and made one, right? Okay. Drive and layup, drive and dunk, stand and dunk. So you see the drive and dunk and the stand and dunk is damn near equal to each other. I can get those easily on this Kawhi build. Got the finishing badges to do it as well. You see the shooting, balanced, 80 midi, 75 3, 25 free throw. And if you guys know how the free throw plays out in the game, you don't get fouled too much crazy, even if you do play the rec. Okay, and even if you do get fouled, let's say if you are late in the game, and still even in the early game, you can still knock down free throws with a 25. I do it all the time. You can still hit free throws. You just gotta have that good timing, meter off, you know what it is. But still, you can have on clutch shooter and add it to your free throws. So that's why I pass up on that stat, people. I pass up on that stat because I realize I can shoot free throws with a 25 clutch shooter. I'm good to go. I can knock down greens. So understand, I'm gonna work with the system till they change that. All right. Now, when we go to the pass accuracy, 76. I mean, you may have to have some skill to do that, so don't just try to copy OG. Disclaimer. 76 pass accuracy, so we still can pass. We still have a fairly good passing. Remember, the mathematics system, your stats go up, so we could damn near get our passing to the 80s. If we're playing good, we getting the lock takeover badges, good to go. We damn near get an 80 ball handling, dribbling, because my lock be moving. He be moving. 78. Now, you think we don't get 2 points if we're playing good defense and we got takeover? You don't think we get 2 points to go up to that ball handling on the mathematics system? Yes, we do. People, please learn this game. My escapes, everything feels smooth with Kawhi. It's quick. Learn the game, learn the mechanics, learn the animations, learn the speed, learn the timing. And mind you, you guys are not watching Gym Rat on him yet. 90 stamina, so he has his stamina to work with. He doesn't have Gym Rat yet, so that speed and acceleration is just going to be there. Look at the defense, man. Yes, we gave him a little bit of interior, just 31. That's all we need, just a little bit, just to add there, a little sprinkle. But the block helps us the most. Y'all see how we block that big man's shot in the paint in this game? Y'all see how we work out? High rebounding stats, high steal, so we plucking everybody. I'm telling y'all, one of the most balanced, best locks to play with. You can move like a point guard, go contest a big, steal the ball, lock down any build on the court. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, positive vibe.